What's up? What's up, homies? How are you doing, leaders? All right, so more breakthroughs, and I'm behind because I have so many huge lessons that I still need to share with you all. This one is how safe are you as a leader, as a spouse, as a parent, as an influencer, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a coworker? How safe are you? And I want to I'm very transparent, so I'm going to be transparent. This is from literally this Saturday, this weekend. This is not from 5 years ago, 10 years ago. This is from Saturday. So let me kind of. So my awesome wife and I have been married for over 2 decades now, 22 years, been together for 25 years. And to say we have had our share of intense family fellowship is an understatement. So the fact that we are still together is amazing, number one. The fact that I feel like our relationship is better than it has ever been is ridiculous. So if that's not proof that there is a God, so God has given us tremendous grace, both of us on this journey. If you are going through some sort of relationship challenges in your life, and not even marriage, it could be at your job, in your business, homeschooling, as a leader, whatever, give me a little hashtag challenges. Give me a hashtag challenges if you are having some relational challenges or leadership challenges. And if you're having, and if that is a specific dialect of conflict, give me a hashtag conflict. So here's what happened. So I have a certain way that I respond to things, like we all do. Kathy was asking me about my responses, just trying to get insight into how I respond, why I respond the way I respond. And also, with many of us, in our responses, I've never thought about some of the reasons why I've responded the way I've responded. So for example, I'll just be honest with you. And again, this is totally subconscious prior to Saturday. Kathy asked me, hey, when somebody, let's see, like for me, when somebody, I feel like, makes more withdrawals in the relationship and violates trust and somehow makes me feel unsafe in the relationship, again, a personal relationship or professional relationship, multiple times, then what I have done in the past is I completely shut down with that person. So I put on the term that I use, I put on all my kit. I put on all my gear, my military gear, so to speak, right? Emotionally. I emotionally wall them off. And it has been a survival mechanism. And so Kathy was asking me questions about this. Hey, Noble, how do you feel like you respond to people who violate your trust and make you feel unsafe? And I was like, wow, that's a great question. Let me think about that. So, that's a great question. How do you respond when somebody violates your trust multiple times? How do you respond when somebody violates your safety multiple times? How do you respond? Are you even aware of how you respond? Okay, so then the super gangster thought is, why do you respond the way that you do? And there's so many lessons that I want to share, but I want to get to my main one. So that at some point I'll probably unpack all this other stuff. Anyway, and so I'm still working on this, on why I do this. But it's so that's it. This is another episode. But here's the thing: is when we were done, and we had this conversation. Right, we're going in, having this conversation, and one of the things that, so once we were done and we had this, it was probably an hour and a half long conversation on how we process emotions and how we process feelings and stuff. You guys know, if you haven't seen some of my previous videos on my emotional growth journey, I definitely encourage you to check those out. And leadership stuff, go back and check out some of those previous videos on Facebook and YouTube and stuff. And I've got some in the 360 movement as well. And so once we're done having this conversation, she comes up to me and gives me this big hug and big kiss and says, "Man, Noble, thanks a million for having this conversation with me." And I was like, and it was the second time she'd done that. So we had another conversation on Friday night too, big hour and a half long conversation as well. And so that Saturday, another conversation, and I'm like, "Hey babe, yeah, absolutely. I love this stuff. I love this journey that we're on, this whole emotional growth journey that we're on, because it's a world that is very, very new to me, because I've been an emotional stuffer my whole life." And so I said, "Yeah, this has been great. Thank you." And I asked her, I said, "So, like, why did you respond the way that you did? Why did you come over, hug me, and kiss me and stuff?" Because that's my love language. My love language, I'm physical touch. And so, and I'm also acts of Mexican culinary service. I love Mexican food. So anyway, that was a little side note. And so she said, "Well, because the more I understand how you think and how you feel and all this stuff, the safer I feel around you." And I was like, I said, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, the more I understand your feelings and emotions and how you think, the safer I feel around you. And I haven't always felt safe around you." And I'm like, I'm like, "What are you talking about? What is?" And I know probably most of you are going to be like, "No, well, this is obvious, and I learned this when I was in first grade." Okay, well, I didn't learn this stuff until very recently. She's like, because of how I have responded in the past, or let me say it this way, because of how I've reacted in the past, it has made her feel unsafe. And so she's like, "I guess the reason of why I feel, I'll use the word amorous, why I came and hugged you and kissed you when you got done telling me all your emotions and feelings, is because I feel safer with you, and safety, the safer I feel with you, the more I feel like I can be intimate with you." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, Noble, like, there's 100% connection between safety and intimacy." And I'm like, I'm tripping out here, folks. And again, I know you can use me as in all your jokes with all your friends and stuff, because I am literally learning this stuff now. The more emotionally safe you are with someone. Now, here's the thing. This does not just apply in a marriage relationship. This applies with our kid. This applies at your job. This sort of applies in your, I'm home with a bunch of homeschoolers, this is your homeschool environment. This is your business. These are your coworkers. Here's the deal. If you don't feel safe around your boss, how trusting is that environment? How tight is that culture of that job? It's not going to be. So here's the thing. How safe does your spouse feel with you? How safe do your kids feel around you? How safe do your employees feel around you? How safe does your organization, your company, your business, your leaders feel around you? Do you react? Do you get defensive when they give you feedback? Are you even able to receive feedback? You know what I'm saying? Like, how safe are you? This whole safety thing and intimacy, this is a huge leadership breakthrough for me. Obviously a huge marriage breakthrough, but it's a huge leadership breakthrough for me. So now I really want to pay attention to how emotionally safe am I around my tribe, around my people that I'm involved with, my friends, my family, my coworkers, all the, you know what I'm saying, my spheres of influence. How safe am I? And it just it freaks me out a little bit to think that this is all new for me, because I know, based on this new epiphany, thank God for my awesome wife, I know I haven't been safe for a lot of people. And if you're watching and I've made you feel unsafe, I am sorry. Seriously, I am sorry for making you feel unsafe. And obviously I need to, for those of you that I am still in a relationship with and I have hurt you in some way, man, I am genuinely sorry for, I'm terrified to think of how unsafe I've been and not even known it. That's what freaks me out, is not even known when I have been unsafe. Not because anyway. So hopefully you guys can learn from my failures, from my mistakes. Do not wait till you're my age to start working on this stuff. Work on your emotional fitness, your emotional health now, because it impacts every single thing that you do, think, and say. And if you can relate, give me a little hashtag, I can relate. And check out some of those previous videos. Hopefully they'll help out. And if you feel like this has blessed you, share this with other folks. God bless you. Have a super day.